away. Remember, it has been handed over to the NIA, and after taking over the blast case, the Delhi blast case, NIA officials have reached the blast site. They're present at the spot. Bhavtosh is getting us more details on that. Bhavtosh, over to you.
Yes, Swati, in fact, I will cut live into the visuals. You can see NIA officials have again visited the spot. They were there present yesterday also, but now officially the case which has been given to them. You can see the strap shows that these are NIA officials who have now formally taken over the investigation. They are from the team that will now probe this case. The case has been given to the Delhi unit of NIA. They will be re-registering the case. In fact, the FIR initially was filed by the Delhi police under sections of Anti-Terror Law, Explosives Act and BNS. Now, those are scheduled offences, thus making it sure that the MHA can transfer the case to NIA. You can see all these officers eventually will probe this case. You can see that they are making sure that none of the evidence gets polluted, so that's the reason why they are wearing these gloves, and they will collect the evidence and then they will analyze them. You can see these are the scrapes, or these are the material that in fact completely blew off once the explosion happened. We have already collected several of these sharpeners and several of these stones that in fact blew off as soon as the blast happened. But now that the investigation is with them, they will collect not only the evidence that they have gathered, but also collect the evidence and documentation from the Delhi police. It's expected that they will record the statement of the witnesses, collect all the CCTV which is out there in open on social media, and also will speak to the witnesses, speak to the police officer, the first responders, whether it is the Delhi Fire Service. Remember, the Fire Service was the first one to reach the spot. You can see those are the senior officers from the NIA who are briefing the juniors as to how to go ahead with the investigation. And we can, in fact, stay on the visuals. Rakesh is giving these live feed from the Red Fort where the blast has taken place. The entire crime scene, or the scene of the crime, has been covered, but NIA officials have reached the spot. They have taken over the investigation from the Delhi police. The case was registered by the Delhi police North District. Though special cell of the Delhi police was thinking that they will investigate the case, but it was more or less certain that the Home Ministry will be giving over the investigation to the NIA, because it's a federal anti-terror probe agency. So they will be taking over the investigation. Even the last terror attack that has taken place in the capital, the Delhi High Court attack, was investigated by them. You can see all the officers are here, and they are the ones who are investigating the case. In fact, they are now moving towards the market of Chandni Chowk. They in fact are going through each and every area, minute area, so that minutely collect all the evidence from the spot, and also in fact make sure that the CCTV footage of this area. In fact, these are 4K cameras. In fact, these are the best cameras that have been installed by the Delhi police in the complete vicinity. It's from the ramparts of the Delhi of the Red Fort that the Prime Minister makes his speech. So the entire area is completely mapped by the CCTV, and you can see that these are the NIA officials who have now decided to reinvestigate this case, to collect all the evidence. So this process will go on at least for 1 to 2 hours.
We'll scan every inch of that area, every inch of that land, that road that led to that particular site spot where the blast happened. Bhavtosh, we're staying live with the visuals that you're showing us. My question to you is, was the crime scene preserved well after the blast till this point when the NIA has been handed over the investigation?
Yes, the crime scene was immediately preserved by the Delhi police. They followed the SOP the moment the blast happened, and it was within 2 hours that the NSG Bomb Detection Center reached the scene of the crime. The Delhi police and the fire service were the first responder. They also reached the spot, and we in fact we're actually beaming the visuals live, and everything was preserved. But the fact that it happened in the heart of the city, so the scene of the crime was preserved, and forensic team, the CFSL, was here. The bomb detection center was also present here, so everything was preserved. Though, as many said, the sharpeners were not here. The sharpeners could not be found. The fact that it was ammonia nitrate that was used, and the could be possibility that the car itself had a CNG cylinder, and that the accused in this case was Dr. Omar, who was driving the car. It was a fidine attack that had taken place, that he blew himself as he was passing through this area in a very slow speed. That could be the reason why the impact was so high that there was a loud explosion that could be heard at least 1 to 2 kilometers away, and it caused so much of damage or impact in this entire area. That's the reason why you could not see sharpness, but as you saw that there are various stones, small stones that have been found in the area, and also that entire road has completely been blackened, and evidence is now being collected by them. But yes, the scene of the crime was completely preserved as soon as the blast happened.
So scene of the crime was preserved. Now NI has been handed over the entire investigation, and NI officials on spot. Bhavtosh is getting us the live visuals of the inspection which is being done by the NI officials. Now, apart from that, on what other levels is the investigation taking place, Bhavtosh?
Well, it is NIA that has taken over the investigation, but Delhi police obviously will provide them assistance because they are the local police. They know the area pretty well. The North District Police, if required, they will provide them all the assistance. It has happened in the past. It has happened in 2011 when the Delhi High Court blast happened. So they will be providing them assistance as and when NIA will ask them for the assistance. There is J&K police that is investigating a separate case, but though linked to the same case, because the initial case that was investigated by the J&K police, in which huge amount of explosive was recovered, and that was investigated by them, which was assisted by the Haryana police. So that case is being investigated by them. That case has not been transferred to NIA. So it could be possible that at a later stage that case would be investigated. That case would be handed over to NIA. So those two are separated cases, but in many ways also interlinked. You can see that NIA officials, if you can ask my VJ Rakesh to pan the camera towards left, you can see NIA officials have also entered into Jain Mandir, which is next to Red Fort. So they are in fact collecting some evidence from there. They in fact think that the impact could have caused some kind of blast particles to in fact go towards that side. So if I can stay on the visuals, the officials from NIA are there inside the Jain Mandir collecting evidence, even speaking to some priests and some workers there inside the Jain Mandir. So it is a slow process. It's a process that will last for hours before NIA officials call it a day as far as Tuesday is concerned.
Absolutely. Now, Bhavtosh, stay on with us. Let's also take a look at the other details that we are getting. The prime suspect of the attack and the center of this attack has been identified. According to sources, the man is Dr. Omar Nabi, a doctor from Pulwama. He was seen on CCTV driving the explosives-laden I-20 moments before it blew up near the Red Fort. In the footage, Dr. Omar was seen wearing a black mask. He had worked as a senior resident at Government Medical College in Anantnag before moving to Al Falah Medical College in Faridabad. He is believed to be part of a radicalized cell of educated medical professionals who operated across states using encrypted channels. Investigators say DNA profiling is underway to confirm his identity. But the key question that emerges, was Dr. Omar the face of a larger operation or just one link in a much deeper network? We tracked Dr. Omar's family in Pulwama. Here's what we found out.
देखिए, इस मामले की लगातार इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रही है। डॉक्टर उमर का ये घर जो मैंने आपको बताया यहाँ पे हैं, और आप सर क्या डॉक्टर उमर के लगते हैं?
नहीं, मैं कुछ नहीं, मैं चौकीदार कोयल का है।
आप चौकीदार हैं यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ पुलिस जो है इनके लोगों को ले गई है।
रात को 2 बजे पुलिस यहाँ से आया, उसने वो 2 भाई वो उठाया था। इस टाइम और पुलिस आया, उसको मार लिया था।
अभी उनके घर में और कौन है?
अभी तो उसको खाली नशी है।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
तो ये डॉक्टर, आप चौकीदार हैं इस गांव के, आप डॉक्टर उमर को जानते थे?
नहीं, मैं उसको जानता नहीं सर।
यहाँ नहीं आता था?
ना ना, वो यहाँ से नहीं आता है।
उसके जो 2 भाई है वो क्या काम करते?
वो अपना ही जमींदारी कर रहा है।
जमींदारी करते हैं। और उनकी माँ को भी आज पुलिस ले गई?
अभी लिया था, मान लो 10 मिनट हो गया था।
तो पुलिस ने आपके साथ कांटेक्ट किया?
नहीं नहीं, हमारे साथ कांटेक्ट नहीं किया था।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
तो ये डॉक्टर उमर को आप बाय फेस नहीं जानते?
ना ना नहीं सर।
ये कोयल पुलवामा का इलाका?
ये कोयल पुलवामा का, हाँ।
تو یہ فی الحال چوکیدار ہے اس گاؤں کے، کئی گاؤں کے جو ہمیں کنفرم کر رہے ہیں فی الحال کہ جو پریجن ہے ڈاکٹر عمر کے جو 2 بھائی اور اس کی ماں ہے، ان کو فی الحال جو ہے پولیس نے ڈیٹین کیا، ان سے جو ہے پوچھ تاچھ کی جا رہی ہے. فی الحال ابھی گھر میں کوئی نہیں ہے. ابھی گھر میں ہے کوئی؟
اس کو بیوی ہے.
اس کی بیوی ہے.
ہاں.
وہ بات کرتی ہے باہر، اس کو ذرا بلاؤ. تو یہ ڈاکٹر عمر کا گھر ہے کئیل پلوامہ کا، اور اس گھر پہ جو ہے پولیس نے چھاپہ مار کاروائی کی تھی. ان کے جو 2 بھائی ہیں ان کو یہاں سے ڈیٹین کیا تھا. اس کے بعد آج صبح جو ہے وہ ان کی ماں کو بھی لے گئے ہیں. اور یہاں پر جو لوگ ہیں وہ بتا رہے ہیں کہ ڈاکٹر عمر جو ہے وہ بہت کم یہاں آیا کرتے تھے، پچھلے 3-4 سال سے باہر ہی کام کر رہے تھے.
فرائیڈے کے دن ہم نے اس کے ساتھ رابطہ کیا. اس نے وہیں سے فون کیا، بولا میں ٹھیک ہوں. میں نے بولا گھر آ جاؤ. اس نے بولا 3 دن کے بعد میں نے آپ کو بولا ہے کہ مجھے ایگزام ہے، میں لائبریری میں پڑھنے جاؤں گا. تو میں نے کہا کہ نہیں، آپ گھر آ جاؤ، آپ کو کوئی ڈھونڈتا ہے. ہمیں کچھ کسی نے فون کیا، کہا کہ ہمیں ریڈ پڑی ہے یہاں. اس کے سسرال والوں نے ہمیں فون کیا تھا کہ ہمیں ریڈ پڑی ہے. تو پھر میں نے اس سے کہا، ہم بھی گھبرا گئے. ہم نے اس سے کہا کہ آ جاؤ آپ گھر. اس نے کہا نہیں، میں 3 دن کے بعد آؤں گا. میں نے بولا نہیں، کل ہی آ جاؤ. 3 دن کے بعد کیوں آؤ گے؟ ماما مر جائے گی. آپ آ جاؤ، ہم آپ کو ڈھونڈتے